Hey everybody, how is it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to an unboxing slash review of the brand new Reba McEntire album, Revived Remixed Revisited. So guys, I'm so sorry that this video is a little bit delayed. I originally planned on releasing this the day of the release, but with it being a 3 CD album, me having a very busy weekend, a very busy release weekend, I was like, you know what, we'll have to push this back just a few days so I can digest it all. But I'm here today to do that for you guys. So as many of you know, about a few months ago, I believe it was sometime in August, because I remember I was in Cancun when the announcement dropped. Reba announced she was releasing this brand new CD called Revived Remixed Revisited, which is exactly what it sounds. It's Reba going back into her catalog and redoing some of her old songs, bringing some to a new life, stripping some down, and giving us some remixes, hits throughout her entire career. And this was all done also simultaneously with a group partnership with the website called Talk Shop, where they were releasing exclusive CD signed copies, vinyl signed copies, crystal clear vinyl signed copies, all of that good stuff. And I did end up purchasing the CD signed copy, and the reason why is simply because the crystal clear signed vinyl was sold out, but coincidentally you can still get the crystal clear one, which is the one I wanted, on Target. They're selling it there. So I bought the CD from Talk Shop and the vinyl from Target. Now there was one little discrepancy in Talk Shop. Originally they were releasing everything as a signed album. It was going to be a signed vinyl, signed CD, whatever. Well, I guess halfway through, because the vinyl release is somewhat delayed, the vinyl isn't coming out until sometime in November, Reba decided to sign posters for the vinyl and sign CD booklets for the CD. It was all kind of confusing, and when I actually did get my package, I thought I didn't get anything signed because I was like, there's no signed poster in here. Well, it turns out I did get a separate signed booklet, but I was under the impression originally that I was going to be getting a signed poster. Originally I thought booklet, then I said poster, and I was like, great, poster, and then I got a booklet, and I was like, what the heck is going on? So I did end up getting a signed booklet, which is nice, but I did actually email Talk Shop, and I was like, you know, this was kind of confusing. I had a poster frame ready for Reba, so, and this was the poster too. This is what the poster looked like, so what are you gonna do, you know? But anyways, so before I give you my thoughts on this album, I thought I'd just show you guys the box set. So I took everything out. This is the box that you get. It's this beautiful, I can't even describe it, but like, it's glittery. I don't know if the camera's picking that up at all, but it's just absolutely gorgeous the way everything comes out. Again, if you do get the Talk Shop version, you do get two of the same booklet, one signed, one unsigned. To protect the signed one though, I'll keep that over there for a second. This is what the booklet looks like on the inside. Lovely pictures, notes Reba has about all the albums. It's great. And then you get these three separate covers for this 3 CDs. You get Revived, which is the first disc, Remixed, lovely, and Revisited. So I think the box, conceptually wise, is gorgeous. I love everything about it. It makes me even more excited for the eventual vinyl release, because considering it's a 3 LP, those box sets can always look really, really pretty. So I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to get it when it does come out. So now I want to go through with you guys with the album. You can look at the track listing yourselves online. I wanted to go through. At the end of the day, I think this is a fun project. I mean, it's really cool to see her revive and revisit some of her material. I think the best way to describe this album, in case you're like wondering, well, what does revive mean? What is remix? Well, we know what remixed and revisited. So basically, the easiest way to describe this album is to actually cut out the first and last R. So disc 1, Revived, is basically live versions of her tracks, the way she technically performs these songs live. Because, you know, sometimes live there's a bigger instrumentation, sometimes maybe even a smaller instrumentation. There's a little more like less polishedness to it, I guess you could say. So basically disc 1 is live arrangements, if you will. Disc 2 is still remixed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And with disc 3, Revisited, the best way to describe Revisited is just stripped. The tracks are stripped, acoustic, all that simple stuff. So that's the basic way to describe it. So I'd have to say disc 1 is probably my favorite, because again, they're closest to the original, but they still got that flair of the live. One of my favorites on the disc is Their Life Out There. Just with the clapping at the end with that other lady who's like, is there life? That lady, I love it. I love the new version of The Greatest Man I Ever Knew. It's so beautiful. Whoever's in New England. honestly, everything about the disc, because again, it's not that different from the original stuff. I do like it because it's just different enough. And each disc ends with a version of Fancy, which is, you know, just iconic in itself. So basically, Revived is live. You know what I mean? Live arrangement. And I do like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. And it just shows how great her vocals are still. Because I looked it up yesterday. She's mid-60s, I believe, and she just still, she sounds amazing. Now, disc 2, again, is remixed, and I'm never going to be a remix stan. I'm trying to get into remixes more, but remixes are never going to be exactly my thing. I think there are some great remixes on here, and some remixes that I think aren't as good. I think the best remix on here is definitely I'm Gonna Take That Mountain. The Keep Me Hanging On remix is a lot of fun. What was the other one? Why Haven't I Heard From You is fun. I think the best one is definitely the David Audi remix of Fancy. That remix dropped over a year ago on the reissue of Rumor Has It, and I remember when that remix came out, I was like, this is some good ass shit. Now, there are some weird remixes on here. I think the I'm a Survivor one is a little odd. It just feels, it's like it wants to be urban, and I'm like, what are we going for here? I do like how it's like, be the queen, hey! It does have that little bit from the Reba TV show, which I do like. Now, the weirdest remix here to me is The Night the Lights Been Out in Georgia. I feel like you can barely hear Reba on this remix, and what's even weirder about this remix is that it's sampling, I Feel Love by Donna Summer. It's like, it sounds more like a mashup versus a remix. And I don't know if I'm as into that. It's weird. I would like it better if Reba's vocals were in the mix more, but it feels more towards the back. So I feel like remixed, you know, that's really more of your preferences as to what you like. Definitely love Fancy. Definitely love I'm gonna Take That Mountain, and You Keep Me Hanging On. I didn't even know You Keep Me Hanging On Reba did a cover of that, so I stand that. Disc 3 is again Revived or Stripped. My favorite stripped song on this is easily Consider Me Gone. You know, I feel like, especially because that song is from about 2007, and you know, since then Reba has divorced her husband, and that was even a while ago too. But it feels like she's definitely revisiting this topic. You know, like, Consider Me Gone, if, you know, all this stuff. I mean, it just, Now, we've already talked about on here the Does He Love You version with Dolly Parton. I'm going to leave it at, go watch my reaction to just that. It tells you everything you need to know. It's iconic. It's amazing. Slow, stripped, Dolly and Reba, iconic. I also really do love the new version of I'm a Survivor. I mean, come on, with how that song is blown up on TikTok this year, how can you not love it? Just iconic, amazing, beautiful. Now, I do want to ask any Reba fans that did do this. I don't know if any of you guys remember, but a few years ago, it was around the time that Reba did her gospel album. Reba did a masterclass, and it was like this masterclass online thing, and I constantly got the advertisement for it on my Facebook, and I was like, I'm not doing Reba's masterclass for that price. But the trailer, because I watched it a bunch of times, they did technically a revisited version of Fancy on there, a stripped version of Fancy that I've honestly been waiting to drop for years. Now, can anybody tell me if the version of the stripped version of Fancy on this album is the same version as the one that you can hear on that masterclass? Anybody who knows, let me know. But regardless of that, I have to say I have thoroughly enjoyed Revived Remixed Revisited. It's a fun box set. I feel if you can, you have to pick up the CD because, I mean, just everything about it is so gorgeous. I definitely need to read the liner notes in the album more, but it's a beautiful set, and Reba is amazing. It's so cool to see her go back through her catalog and rediscover all this stuff. I liked it. So what did you guys think of this album? Let me know in the comments below. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, Twitter at Sal Says Stuff, and TikTok at SalRocha1. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.